It's me again. I know you've been missing me. Yeah. I'm just taking a break from something I'm doing just to do this little video. It just helps to clear my mind and make me go back to what I'm doing with it and looking at it from a different point of view. And it's all divine clarity I'm looking for. So, when you're bogged down doing something and you just need to catch your breath and walk away from it, just get up, walk away from it, do something productive, make a sandwich, feed your animals, talk to them, play with them, or in my case, I'm playing with Sari. This is my girl, Sari. She's always near. And she cries. Oh my goodness, if I lock away in the room, if I close the door, she's out there, and she will scratch on that door until I come, and I can shout at her, "Sorry, leave the door alone! Sorry, leave the door alone!" That don't matter. You're bucking, mommy? What you bucking me for? And she talks a lot too. What are you bucking me for? Anyways, the rest is gonna join in. Hallaberry. She wants to join in. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to say this because I think it's been coming to me a lot lately. People have been messaging me. I haven't been really responding to your messages. I'm really sorry about that. But I've been reading them, and you can see I am reading them. And it has to do with corporate Cayman and how biased, prejudiced, and racist corporate Cayman is towards the native Caymanian people. So let me give you an example. If you decide to leave a business because of the bad way they're treating you in corporate Cayman, I'm talking about hedge fund companies, law firms, those big the heavy companies, the corporate Cayman. If you decide to leave, to quit, to go work somewhere else, or just quit like I did that time, just walked away from them, couldn't be bothered if I had a job or not. Back then we could get jobs as many as we wanted. Now we can't, because we're very prejudiced for a job in the Cayman Islands as a native Caymanian, and many of us see that every day, including me. Look at the amount of them I applied in the government for over the last 2 years and got what? 0. Not even my government wants to give me a job. Well, they're not probably gonna, because I haven't been nice to them, but they've been worse to me. My government has treated me like I am stinker and nastier, and they've treated me worse than they treated Mount Trashmore. And I'm a native daughter of this soil. But it's okay. God don't like ugly. I'm still here. All right, don't be jealous of your sister. Anyhow, corporate Cayman, I've been getting a lot of messages from natives about the way they're being treated. They decide to leave the job and go, quit, leave. If you quit, they don't pay you severance. And basically, if you get them to fire you, what they do then is they hold that against you in corporate Cayman. What they do, and I've tested this often, and I've gotten some of the most nastiest responses about people who are not that way, never was that way, and never worked that way when you talk to other employees that worked in the company with them in corporate Cayman. I'm talking about the viciousness of corporate Cayman. Corporate Cayman we're in this tax haven that we're not allowed to be able to become a part of it. We're disenfranchised in this tax haven. This tax haven is evil to its core. It's corrupt to its core. And on top of that, it disenfranchises our people. It treats our people like we are nothing in our own country. That's why our politicians had to go and make laws to give corporate Cayman all kinds of citizenship. And the minute they hear you got status, the mass status granters, I talk about it often, have been the most vicious people to us. The most vicious people, especially in corporate Cayman. Anyways, You decide to leave or they fire you, and you go and apply for another job in another law firm or another hedge fund or another company, trust, whatever, they send out these mass emails to those they're all in their own little tight knit. The HR departments are all very connected in the corporate Cayman, very connected. So when they fire you or get rid of you or you quit, they send out these nasty emails to other companies, and I've seen them. And boy, are they're written with venom against their people. You're treated with so much disrespect. And the nasty letters that they send out to HR against you. And even if they don't send it, some of them have their cocktail parties and they're out in the public and they'll say, if Carrie Whitaker applies to you, she's this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. They do a lot of verbal against you. Either phone calls, they don't put it in an official letter or send it out in their mass blasts. And that the Department of Labor and Pensions doesn't even have any kind of remit to penalize these corporate Cayman businesses from doing that to you. They can't, because they're bought out by corporate Cayman. The Department of Labor and Pensions will never come against corporate Cayman because corporate Cayman owns them. Take it from me. Unfortunately, Labor falls under MP Miles. And I do believe he's being blocked from a lot of stuff. He's doing his best to deal with stuff, but he's not getting the full support that he needs as his minister, because corporate Cayman runs the Department of Labor and Pensions. If you go in there and file a complaint against like a big name company in corporate Cayman, I'm not talking about grocery stores here and in furniture stores and people. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the bigger ones. The banks, the insurance companies, the law firms, the hedge funds, those type of corporate Cayman companies. Okay? You go file a complaint against them at the Department of Labor and Pensions. Trust me, there is absolutely no protection of your privacy in making that filing that complaint. When they should be going back to them and say, we have a complaint here from an employee without identifying you, and give them the extent of the complaint. They should only know about that complaint, who made that complaint, when it goes to a tribunal. And their fate is determined of what they did to that employee. But you don't have that safety net coming out of the Department of Labor and Pensions. No, they are very, very, very much aligned with corporate Cayman. And they do not protect the employee. So you will be talked about at cocktail parties, at happy hours, at Sunday brunches, and you're put down and under the foot, and your name is so scandaled and smeared by a ton of expats and mass status granters in corporate Cayman that your opportunities to get anywhere in your country is limited, ousted. You can't earn it. And we're in a tax haven that has zillions of dollars on deposit. Trillions, what is it, 70 trillion on deposits? You've been part of corporate Cayman from the beginning, from years. You've been involved. You know how things do. You've been a good employee. But when they want to replace you, corporate Cayman has smeared you. They will continue to smear you. I had a HR manager from a law firm told me that. After they retired, they said, Kara, remember when you had applied that time for the legal secretary job? I wanted to hire you. I went into board meetings where my job was threatened as a native myself. I was being threatened. If I hired you, I would have to leave. I couldn't offer you no job. And if they even limited me in my work after that for looking at people like yourself. I'm like, are you for real? Wow. The Cayman Islands is a very, very venomous country. It's very venomous. It is what the Bahamas kicked out. What Penland kicked out of the Bahamas came and rooted here. The evil nastiness. The evil embedded into our corporate Cayman. They treat you like you're nobody. You should not even eat in your country. Corporate Cayman wants to see you starve and die from neglect of everything. And this is your country, and you should be a millionaire in it. Every native Caymanian should be a millionaire in their country because of the wealth of this tax haven that everybody else comes here and hides their money in so they don't pay taxes in their own country. That in itself is a major sin, because our Bible teaches us give to Caesar what is Caesar's. So God there's this huge, massive sin of cloaked over this country. If you don't see it that way, I'm sorry you don't see it that way. So all of my natives out there who are being constantly oppressed in corporate Cayman with the evil, the wicked, the venom and all of that they're spewing at you and the way they treat you and disrespect you, I'm sorry. You gotta rise up. I can't do it anymore for you. I really can't. I need you to rise up and unite and create your own organization of native Caymanians to fight back at corporate Cayman and the way it treats you. Use the laws. The laws aren't there just for corporate Cayman. The mass status granters and the expatriate community. Because even if they have status, they still consider themselves an expat in the country. So anyhow, I thought I'd take a breather, bring this to you, because I've been getting quite a bit of messages. I am really sorry. Oh my God. These messages I read from some of you, I'm in tears. But I can't fight for you all the time. You either join in the fight with yourselves, unite, and fight back. I can't keep doing it. You see where it's led me? It's oppressed me. My own government has participated in the evil, venomous spewing of stuff against me with corporate Cayman. I can't sell not even hardly anything in my house so I can live. And I want to sell everything in my house. It's like I've been totally blacklisted by my Cayman Islands government and then society as well. Society listening to lies, believing lies. I'm not defending lies like I told you in my other video. No, I'm not. But I'm starting to offer a service for people with cats because I've really trained and educated myself as a cat whisperer. And so I'm able to help you with your cats. But you got to pay for the service. It's not free. But I'll help you integrate them. I'll help you become a cat mama and a cat papa. If you want to do indoor kitties. Yeah, even your outdoor kitties, I can teach you how to deal with them. I have to live. I'm finding ways to enterprise my knowledge. Right? That's a pretty girl. That's a pretty girl. So, yeah, you can reach out to me, 917-8885. If you're international, it's area code 1345, 917-8885. I have bills to pay, I have to eat, I have to survive. This is the Cayman Islands, the richest country in the Caribbean, and just about all of its natives are oppressed in this country by evil, vicious, wicked people we gave our citizenship away to. I never said all of you were bad people, but the majority of you are. Yeah. I have put in for a new trade and business license. I'll see if I get that granted. I'll see how racist they are to me. I have to try to survive. I do. It's not easy, but I'm trying. And I don't give up. I never give up. You can beat me down into the ground and flatten me out like a leaf, and I'll still come back. Because God don't make me stay there long. I rise up always. Anointed children of God will always rise above all the oppression of this evil earth. And with the corporate Cayman just blacklisting our people, that's sad. Because it was our people that got them to where they are today. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. And y'all unite. Please unite. You can't get no further in your country if you don't unite. You got to unite and push all of it back. Push it back. That's all I have to say. Bring your numbers back. Doodles. Love ya.